The KwaZulu-Natal Education Department has confirmed that 37 pupils from Richards Bay High School were hospitalised yesterday morning following a suspected gas leak in the area. Now, most pupils have been discharged. One, though, remains in hospital. Let's get you the latest on the story. Karinda Jagmohan joins us live in Richards Bay. Karinda, what do we know about what happened?
Well, Michelle, the numbers at this point are different from different perspectives. Medics say that the numbers of those hospitalized are much higher. Parents on the ground say it's about 40 school pupils that were admitted to hospital and 2 children remain in hospital. Yesterday afternoon, a number of parents, about 50, gathered here outside the Richards Bay High School and were quite infuriated by what had happened yesterday morning. It was here that yesterday, there were a number of ambulances transporting children to the nearby healthcare facilities. What the people on the ground describe is a hazy cloud or a cloud of smoke from which they started coughing and had difficulty breathing. Those children at the school had a sense of nausea. Some began throwing up. And many of the children we heard were in a state of panic and shock because of what had happened. Some residents around the area were also at this meeting yesterday afternoon, and they say they had similar issues, similar breathing issues. But what the concern is going forward is about the status of the air quality here in the specific area of Richards Bay. It's a town surrounded by industrial plants. The allegation on the ground is that this gas leak came from a nearby chemical plant. But the Air Quality Association in Richards Bay, it's an NPO, as well as the mayor's office, have said that their preliminary investigations show that the gas leak may not have come from that chemical plant. But upon hearing this, residents were not happy. They say they want proper investigations to go forward. They say when there are issues of air pollution in their community, often they have discussions about investigations being done, but there's no solid action or concrete action taken going forward to ensure that such an event would not occur again. But in the meanwhile as well, we've just heard as well from parents about what their children have been through. Like I mentioned, 2 children, we understand, remain in hospital overnight, but they have been stable. They seem okay at this point. But the school, as well as the local councillors here, have urged parents and residents to just monitor their health at this point until they can understand what exactly happened and what action should be taken forward. There were discussions about taking the matter or taking a legal approach to the matter, but this would not be feasible for many residents. So at this point, it seems like they're trying to form a larger community group to try and have their voice heard about issues about air quality and air pollution stemming from some of the industries that surround this town in Richards Bay.
Yeah, incredibly worrying story this. Karinda, thanks very much for that update. She's live to us from that school that was affected there in Richards Bay. Some reported on that story saying that there was apparently an ammonia cloud that passed over the school from a nearby factory. So certainly a story we're keeping our eyes on for you this morning.